So you found your course and you have it favorited. Let's go in and take a look around. Click on the course. And the very first thing you'll notice when you go into the KOOL Academy course is an open discussion board. And this is an area for you to ask questions, post comments, anything that's of general interest to the community. And this stays open throughout the entire academy. So it's just one of the ways that we'll communicate with one another. The very first place you will want to look is obviously going to be the Start Here module. I will open that and we'll take a look around in just a second, but I want to note that we actually have opened all of the modules that we'll be working through this fall, all the way through your submission of your self-review. So those of you who like to look ahead or work ahead will be able to do so. We've got our due dates clearly delineated in terms of when things will be due within particular modules. And those will be the times too when we talk about giving you feedback. That will be your gauge for when you can expect to get that feedback. It's typically a week after you have completed and submitted certain assignments. The last thing I want to point out before we get to the Start Here module is that there is a link to some tutorials for Blackboard Ultra that those of you who are not familiar with Ultra might find helpful in terms of looking around. There are really good short videos that just explain various aspects of Ultra from the student side, the student experience. So you might find those helpful. Let's go back to the course though. Okay, as I mentioned, you log into your course and the first place you're going to go is Start Here. Now, even if you are joining us for KOOL Academy for a second time, and that refers to our COVID cohort who had the activities suspended before, you still need to read very carefully through the entire course overview module. There are a few things that have changed. Some of the timelines and expectations obviously are a little bit different than what you all got earlier this year. So read everything carefully. And when you finish, you're going to have a syllabus quiz that's due. Let me click on the module overview and just show you, for those of you who are not familiar with Ultra, how you navigate around. This is simply a question of scrolling, reading, watching videos, and then using either navigation arrows to move throughout the course, or you can actually just close the open window that you have and access things in your course content list. Okay, so it's a lot of just, especially for this first module, it's a lot of just reading everything that's in here very carefully. So for our first week, you'll notice that the course overview module and quiz are due in a week on September 22nd. You also have an introductions module that is due at the same time. So you have two modules to work on in 1 week. But don't worry, these are pretty quick, simple, get a feel for the course and introduce yourself type modules. Okay? The other thing that I want to point out for those of you who are not so familiar with working in Ultra is that occasionally you will find a sort of an unfamiliar sort of interface in that with some of the assignments or quizzes that you do, when you click on them, you get a pop-up like this. In these cases, this is just basically how Ultra presents assessments, whether they're assignments or tests or quizzes or presentations or what have you. They call them assessments regardless of what type they are, and you simply want to click on the View Assessment button. And in every case, this will open and give you additional information and instructions for what you need to do to complete that activity. So that is about it. I cannot wait to get started. I can't wait to meet one another and just bring together some folks who already know one another and then some people who are brand new to KOOL Academy. We're going to have a great year, and I can't wait to see you in the course. Bye.